This week on Profile, CERON, celebrated hairstylist and owner of Salon CERON. So what's a typical CERON day?
Pretty much I start, wake up in the morning, 5 o'clock. One of my best friends calls me every morning so we can go to the Houstonian, spin. Most likely I start around 8 o'clock. And around 3 o'clock is where the fun starts. That's when all the ladies come. Who's going to Houston for the, whatever is going to be the event that evening.
So what inspired you? How did you get your start? How did you know this is what you were going to do?
I think I was probably like 5 years old when, instead of me going to play with my brothers outside, I was playing with my mother's hair. And that was a little strange, but she tried everything to get me into sports. And she knew how much I like clothes, so she would buy me the entire outfit and take a picture and say, look, how good you look. And that was it. That was the only picture. So there are like 12 pictures of me with soccer, football, baseball, but I never played them. I never liked to play them.
So you looked the part, but
So
you
I looked the
had
part, but
no interest in
I never
that.
wanted to do it. Never wanted to do it. And it was kind of funny because, I started kind of playing with her hair. And by the time that I was 11, I decided that there was something magical about touching hair and just braiding hair or whatever I was playing, And it was always my mom, and she loved it. From Mexico City, I finished college in Mexico, and I got married to a girl. Her name was Korean, who's a French girl. And my whole thing was, I wanted to go to La Sorbonne. That was my major thing. I wanted to go to La Sorbonne de Paris. So we got married and we left to Paris. When I got to Paris, I met this guy by the name of Frederick Geffhardt, who was, at that time, he was like this star hairdressing in Paris. He was Alexandre de Paris and Frederick. He was doing all the covers for Vogue, Officiel, all these major magazines. And of course, me being, I knew that I was gay, but coming from a Catholic Mexican, background was like, it was gonna be, no, I don't think so. So things happened, I met him, and my whole world changed, totally. So my life was like, I was, working very hard, but meeting all these people. But I was always helping Frederick going to do all the couture shows. I was there helping them. And I don't know, I got so, the inspiration was there. And I knew that I had the talent, but I didn't know how to tell him that this is what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So one night, Frederick had a lot of problems with alcohol. And he needed to do a photo shoot. He was running very late. I took the job, and I did it. And everybody was like, oh my God, Frederick, this is the best job ever. I mean, this is incredible. I mean, everybody loved it. And he turned around and he said to me, you'll never do this again. So I said, I want to become a hairdresser. And he said, you're too fat, you're Mexican, and you're too old. So that's when the whole thing turned around. And I left him, and I went to his competition, who was Alexandre Soirée. And I said, will you hire me and teach me? And they said, yes. This lady walks into the salon. Her name is Francie Willis. And she didn't speak English. She didn't speak French. I didn't speak English, but she spoke Spanish. And, so we started talking. And she wanted to be blonde. And I asked her what she was doing in Paris. And she goes, I'm from Houston. I just opened a new concept of a salon to cater to men only. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. But because it's not working very well, so I want to change it to make it, unisex. So she said, why don't you come have dinner with me tonight? And I'm like, absolutely. And we ended up going to every show. She ended up coming with me to every show and meeting people and see what she liked and everything. And she was there for 15 days. We had the best time, of course. And at the end, she said, you may want to think about coming to work for me. And I'm like, thank you very much, but never thought about coming to the States. I'm like, there's no way. So, probably 40 days later, I had a lawyer, and she sent me $40,000, and she goes, we really want you to come. So I came. Houston has become my home, my family. I mean, I could not see me living somewhere else. I had the opportunity to move to New York several times. I could have moved to LA, many, many, many times. Houston has, it's a lot of power of, friendship and honest people that you just, you feel very, very at home.
And the opportunities, there may be different opportunities here than there are in New York or LA or elsewhere, but if you make the most of those opportunities, it's a very supportive community. It's a big city, but it's a very small town.
Very small town. I mean, it's a very small circle. I mean, everybody knows each other. I mean, and it's good to give back to the community because they give you so much that when you can give back to them, to the community, that it makes you feel even better. And now we're driving to Dress for Success.
Now, how long have you been involved with Dress for Success?
It's been a couple years. And they do a luncheon once a year where people donate a lot of clothes. It's almost like the Red Cross. So I make sure that a lot of my clients, donate a lot of their clothes that we're never going to wear again. Good morning. Hi, ladies. How are you? Hello. Are you ready for a delicious makeover? Yeah. Good. Let me set up with my people, and then we come around, okay?
Good morning.
Hi,
Kristen
good morning.
Smith.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure. Shayla called me for something's happening. Did we miss an appointment?
Christine's doing it. I thought we called her.
I thought Barbara was supposed to go with Christine.
She is. Christine called. It's fine.
Okay, good. Okay, let's see. You want somebody with makeup here? Okay.
Oh, how good.
So why don't you sit over here, and you come with me.
Is there character
Sit over
development in CERON?
Let me tell you how I ended up with CERON. CERON is my last name. My full name is Gonzalo Javier CERON. When I arrived to Houston, they were calling me Consuelo, Gonzo, Gonzalez. Not all the abouts. I mean, and my grandmother, who is just passed away a couple of weeks ago, she was the foundation. I called her crying. I said, "Oh my God, I hate these people." I mean, from Gonzalo to Consuelo Gonzalez, Gonzo. I'm like, when I hear Gonzo, I was like, "Are you kidding?" I said, "What should I do?" And she said, "Well, why don't you keep your last name? Just because in Mexico that's what they call you, by your last name, since you were in kindergarten, So I'm so used to hear CERON, and I'm like, CERON. I said, excellent, let's do it. So I changed it and I said CERON. And people say, what's your last name? I go, CERON. But what's your name? CERON. I said, look, this is my company. So I go by CERON. And that was it.
And it becomes a brand.
And it became a brand.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you
Thank you
so much. Bye. Thank you.